Musical theater. A lot of people hear my choice for a major and they kind of scoff or laugh a little on the inside because they think it is a silly or useless choice for a career path. Most people think of the cheesy jazz hands. To be or not to be. Hop, step, stop, hop, step, stop. On my own, pretending he's beside me. Okay, so theater may be associated with all those things, but there's a lot more to it than that. So what is the goal of theater? Well, artistic expression, but more so to relate deeply to and empathize with the human condition by evoking emotion from the audience. Theater has a lot of power to change, because believe it or not, a large portion of human decision is actually traced back to emotion or desire. So, what is musical theater? Musical theater is an art form in which artists with specialized training in singing, dancing, and acting create and perform to inspire and captivate audiences. It is highly disciplined, and only the people with the very most passion and 110% constant dedication can actually succeed in this business. Some of the training I participate with my major include studying in-depth character analysis, audition technique and building a repertoire of material, rehearsal etiquette, theater and dance history, spatial awareness, and other skills that are necessary to becoming a triple threat, which is equally proficient in singing, dancing, and acting. Here are some of the questions we try to answer. What is theater? What is its purpose? What should be considered live theater? What should go into the literary theatrical canon? In what ways did some of the earliest types of theater originate? Also, which techniques are best? Which techniques should be adopted today? What needs to be taught to students and aspiring performers so they won't get caught up in the massive talent pool that now exists today? A popular trend right now is to go for realism over commercial, raw simplicity over showy spectacle. Artists are always learning new ideas and techniques by traveling and immersing themselves in different theatrical environments. What you will ultimately learn, however, is that there is such a wide array of opinions, preferences, do's and don'ts that you ultimately have to pick what suits you best. Now, for organizations in theater, I should mention the Actors Equity Association. This is a labor union for actors, and they work to maintain the importance of theater in our society and also to regulate benefits and working conditions for actors. Another organization is the National Alliance for Musical Theater. They strive to advance and nurture the development of theater through a variety of ways, including hosting knowledge exchanges, hosting stage performances, employing performers and artists, networking, and advocating the imagination. There is also the Educational Theater Association, which works to influence the importance of theater in society and provide education programs for theater. Now, important people. There were some iconic figures who contributed greatly to the art of musical theater. One of these figures is Bob Fosse. Now, he is very important to the dance world. A lot of his choreography is seen primarily in shows like Chicago and Pippin are two main examples. His technique is notorious for his attention to detail. He had a lot of hip isolations, a lot of sexual movement, widespread palms, pigeon-toed stances, and just the attention to detail, even on the face, all the way down to the last spread of the fingertips. Bob Fosse has won 8 Tony Awards for his choreography, and his technique is still seen in modern jazz and musical theater styles today. Stephen Sondheim is a composer who is highly influential to American musical theater. Some of his popular shows include Into the Woods, Sweeney Todd, and Sunday in the Park with George. Now, Sondheim is known for his very witty and conversational lyrics, his seamless merging of music and words, his variety, and his complex musicality. He actually won 8 Tony Awards for his compositions, and without him, musical theater would not be what it is today. Konstantin Stanislavski was very important to the acting world. He believed in the importance of an actor immersing himself in a situation and finding himself very in the moment on stage. He had a very systematic method that involved a lot of physical activity, careful observation, and dramatic analysis and character and scene work. He wrote a very famous book that is still read today called An Actor Prepares, and it describes his acting technique in the form of a novel, and his acting techniques are very widely used still today. There is some debate amongst the artists in theater. One of those debates is commercial versus nonprofit theater. Commercial is more money-making for box office sales, and it's more about reproducing artistically limited yet best-selling shows to ensure they will have money. This is opposed to actually letting the artist explore and letting theater be for new work, exploration, and on the edgier side. is for the public. Some more well-known references, however, are there are some musicals that were made into movies, such as Into the Woods, Les Miserables, Hairspray, and Mamma Mia. There was also when Disney came to Broadway with Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Newsies, and Mary Poppins. There was also the casting of television and movie celebrities in Broadway stage shows, such as Daniel Radcliffe in How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, and then Bradley Cooper, who starred in Elephant Man. So musical theater is an art form, a career path. It is discipline, it is entertainment, it is cathartic and innovative, and it is important and relevant to today's society. It has been shaped through many developments and renowned artists throughout history, and it continues to be a necessary outlet of artistic expression and enjoyment for the well-informed theater community and the general public.